Hey guys, Future Me here. So I just wanted to pop in for a second and let you guys know that there is an issue with the audio recording. It's something that happened while I was, I guess, messing with the settings to try and increase my mic volume. So unfortunately, you can't really hear the game or the game music sound. It'll probably be in this video and the next video, but I will go ahead and add some music into the background just as a heads up. So let's get into it and see what today's got in store for us. And welcome back, everybody. This is the Mega Miner series. Our goal in this series is to build the biggest possible survival ready miner that we can make and push my system to the brink with as many drills as we can slap on this thing. So this is episode 2. Right now we're just mining out some ice, and I've done just a couple of things. I went ahead and placed a beacon and ground it down to unlock the antenna so that I can actually see where ores are and stuff like that when I'm outside of the ship. Like I said a minute ago, we're just collecting a little bit of ice. And then our next goal, I think, is to look for some gold. We have a little bit of platinum, and I do remember there was some silver somewhere over at one of the places that we had visited before. I don't see it. Oh, it was uranium. I'm sorry. So that will be on the list as well. Looks like we're fully extended. Now, this one was just the closest ice asteroid to where we were. We're no more than 1 kilometer or 2 from the last area that we were at the end of the other video. So we're going to continue moving forward and see what we can get into today. So I think my first goal for today is going to be attaching a connector somewhere, probably behind the vehicle here. I'll go ahead and remove that gyro and extend it out rearwards. I don't want it too close to these thrusters. I don't want anything damaged. And we'll probably start building our new ship in the back. Looks like we have something popping in and out. Must be a mayday somewhere. I have checked the settings. I do have arcade sound on, but I don't know why I don't have the tool sounds and stuff like that from the ship. We are almost maxed out on weight, so we're gonna have to let some of that stuff process a little bit before we go deciding to do anything else. But yeah, everything's been working out great. I've avoided a pirate that came within, I would say, 1.5 kilometers in between the 2 asteroids here. But other than that, everything's been running smooth. And welcome back, everybody. So what we've done now is we went ahead and extended our storage on both sides, just on the inside of the thrusters, so the mass of the ship still stays kind of centered. I'm contemplating on whether or not I should add any more to the ship. Honestly, I think it's fine the way it is, and if anything, I will probably begin making mass storage on the ship that will be tugged around by this. But until we can get some gold and silver, we're kind of limited on what we can do from here. So one of the mods that I have is called the Gravel Sifter mod, and I may try to build that here in a bit and attach it to the ship. That'll give us some of the smaller amounts of all the resources that'll help us kind of carry us into getting the things that we need, like the gold, the silver, getting a jump drive up and going, potentially a nanite factory, or the, let me see, I don't know if I have the other ones installed. I have any shoes. Let's check it out. Large box. And we'll go to... Let's see. Mission console. I may not have unlocked them yet. Nope, I haven't unlocked them yet. Nanite Control Facility is what we're going to be aiming at, and as you can see, we're going to need a lot of superconductors. 1,200 is quite a hefty amount. We're going to start with that, and then from there, I think we should be good to go. That will build things for us as we go. If you don't know anything about the Nanite Factory, or facility, as it's called in this one, there is another version of this that has less functions, and that's one of my favorites as well to use. It allows you to grind, repair ships. It also allows you to grind down and claim unknown blocks, so you could also use it to capture other ships. But the facility one that I just showed, it has a lot of different functions, including being able to access our refineries and our assemblers, depending on the mod, and allow to build the parts that we need in the future. So there's a beacon that you can get. Let's go back to that. There it is. So one of them is the deconstruct beacon. Then you have the repair beacon. I'll just click that one. So the repair beacon allows you to place that on another structure, and it'll automatically queue up everything that it needs to repair whatever structure or ship that you put it on. And then it has the projection. It allows it to access projectors and build the blocks that haven't even been placed yet. And then the area beacon is one of the new ones that I haven't messed with. Oops, sorry about that. It allows you to basically build, deconstruct, or use projectors. It's an area-based one. I haven't really messed with it that much. It's something, like I said, new that I haven't personally tried, so we may get into that later on. The ore detector is pretty cool. So what you do is you place it on an asteroid or a planet, and it will detect ore within the set range. Once it's detected something in that range, or within range of the other ore detectors that may be there, it will send that back to the nanite facility and begin automatically collecting and harvesting the resources there. So we'll go ahead and close out of that. So the next project will be searching for gold and silver, like I was saying before, and I will go ahead and mark this area so that we can come back and get any of the silicon and ice that we found here if we need more. But as we stand for the moment, I do believe we're close to 80% full, even with the new cargo. I would say closer to 70. But alright, I will be back, guys, and on the road again. On the road again. Ooh, looks like we found some iron and a little bit more ice. Not that we need any, but I will go ahead and grab some of this iron. I think that will definitely help us, especially with all the stuff we're about to build. So far we haven't made it far. That one there, 7 kilometers, is where we just came from. And yeah, so far so good. Nothing fun's happened yet, but that's to be expected at the beginning. We'll probably start building after we collect some of this iron, and then go from there. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I've went ahead and set us off on a slow course, just 10 or 11 meters a second, towards the nearest asteroid that looks like it would be worth going to. While it's not very fast, it does give us some time to go ahead and work. So I'm going to come down here, get on my grinder, grind down the gyroscope. And we're going to go up here and place down another one. I do believe that's third tab. Yep. And now I can't put it right there like I want to, unfortunately, because that thruster. So we're going to, I do believe, try and squeeze it back here. Yeah. Okay. And oh, come on. There we go. Push the right buttons. Now I gotta turn off my cap lock. Now, I'm not really worried about the distance between us and the asteroid, and honestly, if I did run into something, the drills would protect most of the ship. I'm not traveling fast enough to really do that much damage anyways. The main reason I cruise like this is usually to let me go through and check resources, make parts and products and stuff like that that I'll need in the future. Or moments like this where I can use to build whatever I need to. So, oh, goodbye. I'm not really worried about one one interior plate, so we'll just continue. I think that'll give us enough room. I do believe the thrusters only burn up to 6 blocks, but I just want something far enough back that I can build in an area around the connector without any issues. Speaking of, I will go ahead and add connector onto the end. Let's turn it that way, and I need steel plates. Alright. I think I'm going to turn up the tunes just a little bit for us. And then, yeah. And we'll start getting all this welded up. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Won't let me do any more than that. What do you mean you can't give me this? I made thousands of them. Have I used them all up already? Let's check to see what's going on. Construction components. Oh, hide empty. Let's see. Yeah, I've used them all up, it looks like. I don't see any anywhere. Oh well, I will have to queue up some more then. I will queue up. I haven't seen many computers. I know I have a few. I haven't seen many of those or those. Definitely didn't see any of those. And let's do some motors as well. Yep. We'll keep those going for now. There we go. Now, I have been told that the game is very quiet, and same with my audio recording. Now, there's not really much that I can do. I've turned up the reception on the headphones I'm using to about 600 or 700%. I do believe it's like 650 at the moment. So I've turned this up as loud as I can make it at the moment, guys, without there being static or it picking up weird computer noises or fans in the background, stuff like that. I don't have a studio, unfortunately, so this is the best that I can do at the moment. So I will try and keep the volume a little bit higher for you guys. and try to project my voice just a little bit more for you while recording, and hopefully it picks it up just a little bit better. There was also somebody had commented about not having music. In the past, I decided to go the non-music route because, one, I don't have any uncopyrighted music on my my computer that I can use, so we'll just go ahead and go with Space Engineers non-copyrighted music playing in the background while we're playing the game. There shouldn't be any issues with them. Their stuff is non-copyrighted. They allow access to anybody to use it. So we'll just use that for the time being and go from there. Now for this connector, we're going to need some interior plates. And I will use the little trick. I'll just grab 100 of them. And I've seen a few people use this little trick, and honestly I enjoy it myself. So we build out some cargo containers like this. Cargo conveyors. And then we will go to number 6. And we will build another connector. Now, those will automatically connect up. And check the asteroid. Perfect. And we will go ahead and remove these once we're ready to. So let's go ahead and get that welded up, and then I will be right back once we've laid out a little. And we've arrived. It looks like we've found our precious gold. Now that is perfect. And we got some cobalt, so that'll definitely help us with our construction. Now this may have a big old cave for us, which might be perfect for us to set up a base at, but we'll see here in just a moment. It looks like it's going to be just a crater, but we'll see in just a moment once we get over to it. It looks like there is a small cave over here next to the gold, which would be perfect, but I'm interested in this big one. Might be able to set up a base there. Would definitely be helpful, especially with all the other resources within a relatively easy jump from a jump drive. But we could also explore the other asteroids in this area. I think I will go ahead and mine up some gold and decide from there. I will definitely need to add some more thrusters, especially as this thing's getting longer. It's getting very difficult to maneuver, especially considering I only have one thrust each direction on the sides, up and down. I'm not very comfortable with just having 2 small ions, forwards and backwards, and having 3 forwards is not very helpful either. I would use hydrogen. I don't like using hydrogen in my builds as much as I can. It's too explosive. It takes up too much room. If a conveyor gets knocked out somewhere, I lose access to all my thrust. It's just not my type. I prefer ions or atmospheres. Hydrogen thrusters are great for getting in and out of sticky situations, such as going into a planetary atmosphere or out of. But honestly, I feel like they're not very helpful for the type of playstyle that I like. But alrighty, I will mine up some of this gold, and then we will go from there on what we decide to do. Uh-oh. Combat phase is now active. That means that there is a drone or a ship that is not sending a signal relatively nearby. So let's take a look and see. Now I haven't adjusted the signal on the antenna. It is its default. I don't see any movement really nearby. Now, my ultimate goal is to head towards the Earth-like planet first. I'm not interested in making a planetary atmospheric harvester at the moment. I am mainly aiming towards something that will consume an entire asteroid with a couple of passes. That's my main goal for the start of the series. It hasn't been more than a minute until since I activated the recording. That was relatively close. That's probably what has activated the combat phase. Can't see him per se. I imagine we're okay. So I'm gonna go back to mining and we'll be right back. I think that will do. So what I've done is I go ahead and set up 11 blocks by 11 blocks for the basic shape of the ship that I'm thinking about. I do want this to have a large, massive amount of storage. I don't know if I'm going to have refineries on it yet, or if it's just going to be solely a storage. But I might actually just do a few refineries along each row and have mass cargo around them. I'll probably, let me see. If I were to do one refinery, where do I have them at? Oh, wait. No? I have them in the other... No, okay. So I'll have to re-add them to my hotbar here. Refinery. And we have the industrial refineries, which are nice. However, I honestly prefer the old school, simply because I don't need all that extra geometry and stuff like that. I'm not going to be able to get to these to walk around in anyways, where they're going to be located at here in the ship. Now I don't know if I'm going to make the entire thing. See, it's a little bit off with that, but could add one there and continue that, flip it over so that it is facing this way on this side. Now see, because this is centered on one block and it's an odd number wide, I couldn't add them in to be even. So I will tinker with this a little bit and then I will be back once I've figured out what I want to have done. Alright, so this is what I have come up with, and I think I like it so far. I got 6 refineries on here. I set them up so that they kind of hug the center here, and I have it to where all the conveyors line up on the cargo containers, of course. And this will give me room to put in the upgrade modules along the bottom and them to be flush with the cargo containers. I don't think I need any more than 6, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided on how long I want the ship to be or how large height and width are yet. I try to build as symmetrically as possible. Usually, ignore that. That's just the starter to get everything that I need unlocked. I usually try to build both sides as I go to keep things as flush and even as I can. A little OCD about it. But yeah, so far so good. I think I'm going to weld these up as best I can and call it for today. And I will probably work a little bit on this off screen. I won't work too much. If I do anything major, I'll make sure I bring you guys back for that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my little adventure here. I will try and keep the videos a little bit shorter than my streams, but definitely hang out and watch the streams if you get a chance. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a comment. Hit the like button if you liked the content. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see in there, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Digging that dirt, making that pay.